Hello everyone, welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for July 15th. As always, please pray for the families of those who were martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. I offer this mission, this ministry, in order to, I shouldn't say circumvent, in order to add to what is being left out, I suppose. It seems that many priests, many bishops are not mentioning martyrs for whatever reason. I know that society doesn't like to talk about death, don't like to talk about sacrifice, and society certainly doesn't like to talk about offering, not thinking of yourself, and offering your life for the life of the Holy Catholic Church, or for Jesus Christ for that matter. They don't like to think about any of that stuff. And so nobody brings it up because they're afraid that maybe the coffers are going to be empty and the plate that we pass around, the basket, is going to be empty, and churches will be closed, and there won't be as many priests. Well, guess what? That's already happening, and with all the baloney and all the rhetoric and all the trying to coddle mankind, it's worked backwards, and Satan is laughing. So this ministry is to remind people of the martyrs, who they are, what they did, and who we are as Catholics, and what we are supposed to do. So let us begin then with today's martyrs for July 15th. At Bamberg, St. Henry I, Emperor, who kept perpetual chastity with his wife, Kungunde, and induced St. Stephen, King of Hungary, with nearly all his kingdom, to receive the faith of Christ. At Porto, the birthday of the holy martyrs Eutropius and sisters Zosima and Bonassa. At Carthage, Blessed Catulinus, deacon, whose glories were proclaimed by St. Augustine in a sermon to his people, and the saints Januarius, Florentius, and Julia and Justa, martyrs, who were entombed in the church of St. Faustus. At Alexandria, the holy martyrs Philip, Zeno, Narcissus, and 10 children. In the island of Tenedos, St. Apodemius, a martyr who suffered under Diocletian. At Sebaste, St. Antiochus, Antiochus, that's what it is, Antiochus, a physician who was decapitated under the governor Adrian. On seeing milk flowing from his wounds instead of blood, Serarius, his executioner, was converted to Christ, and he also endured martyrdom. At Pavia, St. Felix, bishop and martyr. At Misivis, the birthday of St. James, bishop of that city, a man who was celebrated for great holiness, miracles, and erudition. He was one of those who confessed the faith during the persecution of Galerius Maximian, and afterwards, in the Council of Nicaea, condemned the perverse heresy of Arius. The perverse heresy of Arius, by opposing to it the doctrine of consubstantiality. That was their whole thing, and they killed a lot of people over it. And they drove, and one of the greatest fighters was Saint Athanasius. It was also owing to the prayers at Saint James and the Bishop Alexander that Arius received at Constantinople the condign punishment of his iniquity, the extravasation of his intestines. It was owing to his prayers. Wow, see that? At Naples and Campania, St. Athanasius, bishop of that city, who suffered much from his wicked nephew Sergius, by whom he was driven from his see, consumed with afflictions. He departed for heaven at Veroli in the time of Charles the Bald. Wow. At Palermo, the finding of the body of Saint Cossalia, Virgin of Palermo. being miraculously discovered in the time of the sovereign pontiff Urban VIII. It delivered Sicily from the plague in the year of the Jubilee. These are the men, women, and children who realized it was more important to suffer for the church than it was to be self-serving, to serve the church rather than to be self-serving. As you go through your day today, remember them. They are certainly remembering you in their prayers. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless each and every one of these saints. Have a good day. Bye-bye now. Thank you for